Yo, 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 welcome back everybody to FPL Banter. And yes, we have risen him from the dead. It is Chaps himself, ladies and gentlemen. He is back, all right? And coincidentally, he decides to come back when he slightly overtakes me. Chaps, what's up? How you doing? Are you okay? Are you alive? How you been?
No, I'm good. No, after the last time, I think I was here. I was
Months
going
ago.
down slightly, but I think I went down to fourth, and I wasn't doing so well. So I literally had to, go into the mountains, go train for a while. Here I am back.
Take out Holland, bring
And
back Holland.
that type of thing. And now, I'm in my top three position. Slightly just.
Literally, just.
But yeah.
Yeah, no,
And
Goba's
yeah.
not with
And
us.
surprise, I'm here. Kova's not here. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Shame. He couldn't make it himself today. But that's cool.
He's probably still running away from another horrible game week as well. So.
No, I had the bad game week. But yeah, we'll get into that, guys. We'll get into how we've done in our game week, and then we'll look ahead as well. Take a look at the fixture ticker, as well as who are the best predicted points in each position, looking at really who are the safe picks because of so much rotation happening. Even Haaland disappearing on us was honestly something none of us could see coming. But we'll talk about who are going to be the safe picks, who we think are going to be the safe picks, and have some honorable mentions.
Pep needs to answer for that. Pep needs to answer for how disappearing.
I think he helped.
He knew that most of the people were captaining Haaland this week, but he's like, no, I'm going to screw things up for everybody and just totally mess it up. So those that did not vice captain Salah or even Son, then you're in trouble. Pep was like, I want to mess with these guys.
Let me start because having been in third place and then going down to fourth place, I only went down to fourth place because of the FPL gods. Let me tell you what the FPL gods did to me. Yeah? I was going to captain Salah, right? Then I go, no, Salah's first game of the week. Hell no. Let me captain Haaland. So I put it on Haaland, save my team. I go about my day on Saturday. Aike. Just before the game starts or something. I don't know. Something said, hey, dog, look at your team. Hey, Banna. Alvarez is captain. Hey, Banna. What? Why is Alvarez captain? Dude, I don't know what the hell happened, but my team captain is Alvarez. I'm like, but how did this happen? And dude, I remember specifically going, no, I'm not captaining Salah, I'm captaining Haaland. And out of nowhere, Alvarez is captain. I said, nah, bro, this is sabotage, bro. This is complete sabotage, bro. And then the way the whole game week goes, and then Haaland doesn't play, and that means like everyone's gonna get Salah captain points, and Salah freaking score and assist. I was like, nah, bro. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. This whole December for me has just started off badly, and it's cool. It's cool. So yeah, I dropped points. Chap's gone up to third.
Hey, look, it happens to the best of us. You know for a fact that has happened to me many times, many times. So
What? I'd understand
so
if I
for
could
you,
explain
the
it.
first time for the season.
Nah, bro, that's real sabotage. That's things that I don't know, bro. I don't know. Bro, you can't explain that, bro. Like how, why, we, how, who.
What were you thinking? It's like there's
It's
no
not
way
even
that could be me.
I know.
It's like I was possessed. The only reason it could have been I was possessed. That's the only explanation that you could think of. That's the
someone
only.
had to have hacked my I don't know. Sorry, someone had to have hacked my account to do that, dude. Like, this is brutal. Anyway, so that's why my points have dropped. But yeah, FPL Banter is doing good. They came up another spot there. Yeah, Chaps is back in third again. Just hey, Kingsley and Mikey hey bro, they're stretching there, eh? Stretching. I mean, Kingsley's keeping up, but to be honest, there's still time. You know what I mean? There's still time. I'm not sure if I think Mikey's still got his his what's this? His wild
Wildcard.
card. I think he's still got his wild card, but he's pretty high. I know Kingsley doesn't have it. Goba's coming back slowly. He's trying. Tabo's dropping. That I've noticed as well. His brother, let's see, his brother's dropped straight out. I can't see the under the Layla. So yeah, man, the top 10's changed a lot. Top 10's changed. So guys, keep it up, man. Keep it up. But the top four remains. Top four remains. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. FPL Banter is doing its thing. It's doing its thing. Let's take a look at the fixture ticker. We'll look at the following 4 game weeks. At the top, we got Chelsea. Bournemouth is actually putting up some very good performances lately. Eh? So Solanke is looking like a proper option. Newcastle's got some good fixtures lined up now with Aston Villa, Spurs. Luton at home is actually becoming a dangerous place, not so easy, considering how they've held up Arsenal, Liverpool, and Man City. And then further down, you've got some Nottingham Forest. At the bottom there, you've got Crystal Palace, Brentford, and Brighton. So these are the teams that we all need to be sort of heading out of. And then you can still see Arsenal, Man United, and Man City as well lower down there. Yeah, man. This is the turn of the fixtures really from Gameweek 16 for Chelsea. So I think the main thing as well, a lot of people asking themselves is like, Chebs, who are the Chelsea people we should be going for? Because I was surprised today when I saw Sterling on the bench. In fact, I knew they were going to lose when I saw Sterling on the bench.
Yeah, with Chelsea, I don't know why. I think it was more of a sort of like a rotational decision more than anything for Pochettino, because for the middle game against United, I think he put Gallagher on the bench and he put Reece James on the bench as well. So I was like, what the hell, you know? And then in this game, it's almost like the other way around. It's Reece James and Gallagher who play, and then but Sterling is
Even
on
Thiago
the
was on the bench.
bench. Yeah, I mean, even Thiago was on the bench, so it was a bit weird. But I just think it was more of a rotation decision than anything, not performance. I mean, even okay, Jackson didn't play that well against United. They put in Broya, so yeah, I just think it's a rotation thing
You know
at
what I mean?
Chelsea. But
Maybe,
I think going forward, Pochettino can't afford that now. He can't afford it because that's like what now? 2 if not 3 losses in a row now. For
yeah,
them,
man. Yeah, man.
that's not looking good, right? That's not
But the
looking
thing
good.
is, like, dude, what they
Uh,
can't keep sacking coaches, bro. Like,
no, I don't. No, I don't think it's still too early for that. Look, they lost the last 3 out of 4. Out of the last 4 games, they lost 3. So, and they beat Brighton just 3-2.
yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. So it's you know, I think for them it's a time for them to actually steady the ship. But with the fixtures coming in so close together now, I don't know how they're going to handle that. But I mean, for a team that plays like once a week, you know, for most of the season so far, you know, you would have thought that, oh, you know what, let's play the same 11 day in every
Mm.
weekend, you know, every game week.
I
But
think,
I don't know, for
yeah,
some
I
reason,
also don't think they could have taken Everton lightly, considering like these guys are like literally fighting for relegation, even though they're not in relegation anymore. They know they 10-point doctors, like they don't care. I feel like they're still fighting for their lives, even though they're like 3-4 points out of relegation now.
I mean, Everton is currently on fire. They won the last 3 games in a row, right? And that's beating
Yes.
Chelsea and Newcastle recently.
And Man
Um, yeah.
Yeah, they beat you
Well,
guys.
no, they lost to Man United.
Oh,
But
okay.
I mean, out of the last 7 games, they won 5. So what does that tell you? And only 1 loss. So as a manager, you would think that, hey, you know what? Let me take this game seriously.
Seriously.
I'm playing away from home. Let me take it seriously. Play my best 11. This team is going to come fighting, with the whole debacle regarding the points deduction or whatever. They're on a roll. Let me put my best 11 and just play the damn people. But no, whatever reason, Pochettino is just messing about, thinking, these people are fighting relegation. I can put in no matter who there at the back, or Disasi and Badiashile. I don't think they've even played together this whole season. So, man, jeez, So going forward now, Chelsea players, the only Chelsea person that you could possibly think of in terms of fantasy is Cole Palmer. He's the only one really guaranteed in that team, that for sure. I mean, even against which game was it that he didn't play? I forgot which game it was.
Yeah,
But there was a game recently where he didn't. Was it
start
the
on the
United
bench.
game?
I don't
Yeah. So,
think so.
but yeah, I mean, but yet Palmer is yeah. No, it was the Brighton game. It was a Brighton game. He only played like 20 minutes. So, but yeah, with Palmer, at least you're gonna get some points in terms of penalties, and he's always in and around the box. So, he might score a goal here and there. So, but other than that, you can't depend on them for clean sheets. The
Yeah.
strikers are like non-existent. You can't really say anything about Mix Jackson. He scores a goal every 10 games.
I do think I would take a punt on Sterling only because of his record of playing the lower bottom teams. He seems to perform.
Yeah, but I mean, he didn't do anything today. I mean,
yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. Bro. He came off the bench, So what are we supposed to do, bro? Plus, Everton, bro. Everton's no joke, As much as you've been saying they've been playing well, they're honestly no joke. But I mean, if I had to pick some Chelsea players, because that's what's happening, right now, everybody, as much as we're going to Gameweek 17, we're also looking at 18 in terms of who are we going to play in place of those Man City players now? I think I wouldn't be surprised if Haaland started getting removed this game week as well. I honestly wouldn't be surprised because I don't know if he's even going to play this next game week. They're playing Crystal Palace at home. It's also a good fixture, honestly, to captain him. Liverpool's playing Man United, and they played badly this game week, but they still managed to win, and they were playing Crystal Palace. So it's like, do you take that risk again? How is Salah really going to perform against Man United? Man United hasn't been great, but they haven't been all that bad. You guys lost against Burnley, and Bournemouth. And Bournemouth is playing well, bro. They really have,
Bournemouth's not bad, bro. I mean,
they're
kicking ass. So,
by goals, not like 1-0 or something.
Yeah, I mean, look, they beat Newcastle. I mean, yeah, sure, it was at their home ground, but they beat a good team like Newcastle. So they're not a bad team right now. They're not a bad team. So
top of the fixture ticker. Would you go for Solanke though?
I don't know. Actually, before the deadline, I was actually thinking of bringing in Solanke, just as a punt. But then I was like, but that would mean I'd have to take a hit. I was like, you know what, Solanke for a hit.
Take a hit.
I was like, you know what, if we were playing at Bournemouth at their home ground, then maybe yes. But since it was an Old Trafford, I was like, no, that's too risky, you know. But going forward, looking at their fixtures, um,
I would take
I mean,
based on
Sheffield
their
United
form.
at home.
Based on their form, man, Luton at home at Bournemouth, that's a sure end for them.
But you know
Defensively,
what the problem is? The problem is at the moment, yeah, sure, there aren't that many good strikers, but there are other options, that you can look into. I mean, there's the obvious ones, like Haaland. Okay, Haaland, we don't know what's going on yet, but still, there's Haaland, there's Watkins, there's Isak. Callum Wilson is back now, so he's in the mix. And, Solanke. Who else? I mean, even your team is not playing that well, but you can still look at players like Gabriel Jesus,
this was
Liverpool.
one game. Oh.
No, Liverpool are not playing. They concede a lot, but they score a lot of goals as well. So you can even look at players like Darwin Núñez. I know that's
no,
that's shaky territory, but
that guy's a
Darwin is not
PSL striker, dog.
But he's still an option.
No,
and he is, bro. He is.
I don't own him, but I'm pissed off for people, bro. Like every time I watch this guy play, I always see him. I switch on the TV, he gets a 1-on-1 chance. I'm like, Darwin. I'm like, of course. I don't know why I was scared. Like, I'm telling you, people are.
No, trust me. I know how frustrating it must be being a Darwin owner. All right, because I was there last season. I own this guy. Watching this guy hit the post so many times, you're like, oh my god! In a game, you probably hit the post like twice, or you miss an absolute sitter, and you're like, oh my god, this guy,
like, drastically.
You think, but one of these days, it's gonna come right for this guy.
No, but
you don't know when.
You see that? No, you see that? That is the problem there. That you see that mentality right there. That's the problem.
You gotta have some hope.
He's gonna come right.
That's all you can have. Hope, bro. That's not hope. That's not hope.
How many times this guy?
And you know what's funny with that guy? When it comes to easy goals, he misses the hell out of it. But when it comes to crackers, like this guy won't score. You're like, this guy scored.
Random.
I'm like, damn, this idiot. Why can't you do that with the easy ones?
Yeah, exactly, bro. I'm telling you, Darwin is a no-no for me. And that's the weird thing about him, bro. Is like he won't just score like one goal. He'll score like 2 goals, maybe even a hat trick, right? Maybe even a hat trick and horn, and then go quiet again. And he will score it
for like 10 games or something.
Yeah, he'll score it when he's been taken out. Like now he's got these raw fixtures. He's been playing. Yeah, he's been playing. Watch, Jurgen Klopp's going to take him out. And he'll come in and you'll be out for like the next 3 games. He'll be coming in for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes. And in one random game, he'll come in again for 15 minutes and he'll go, 3 goals. And everyone will be like, Darwin. Meanwhile, no, bro. Darwin starting.
And the other scary thing about Darwin and Liverpool is that he always gets rotated with Gakpo. One game it's him, one game it's Gakpo. So you never really know.
And it's like he never plays 2 games in a row. Really a goal scorer. So you don't decide.
Yeah, that's the thing with that guy. So
that's the thing with Liverpool's attack.
The only person you can depend on is like Salah there, but he's not a striker really. So
yeah, but I mean, at least he's giving you some points, with assist or scoring or something like that, So I mean, there you have it, guys. Your Liverpool safe picks, and definitely who not to go for. But yeah, I think just looking at the fixture table, guys, I think what we're trying to highlight really here is like which teams you should really be going for in terms of players and stuff. I see West Ham up there. I'm not sure, I'm really not sure. I would honestly stick to Aston. Who are you picking from Aston Villa? And that's the real conundrum of this month is what players are safe, bro. what players are safe. We looked at Chelsea. We spoke about Bournemouth. Newcastle, yes, okay, we're all going for Gordon. Right now, we don't know who to go between Isak and Wilson. It's going to be 50-50, you know. Who's this?
It's back to that whole merry-go-round thing again.
Back to that whole thing there. Trippier is not going to play the next game week because he's suspended. Spurs is
oh Lord,
it's just Son, to be honest. It's Son and Pedro Porro. You know, you can take Destiny Udogu. Anyone else, I don't think, honestly.
You know what? Anybody out there who still has their wild card are in a very good position right now.
Yeah.
Right now, they must be licking their fingers and going, you know what? With all this chaos going on, Haaland injured, a whole lot of suspensions, rotations, what. Big teams not, in good form. It's a good time to hit the wild card. I mean, City's gonna go off now. They're gonna have a blank game after this weekend. So yeah, a wild card might be actually a good time to use right now if you haven't used it yet.
Yeah.
So
I think still wait.
Yeah.
Still wait for Gameweek 19 after the blank game week. Gameweek 19 is the last.
I mean, look, if you think about it, if they confirm for sure that Haaland is not gonna be playing, is injured, let's say for the next 2-3 weeks, might as well do it now. Why take hits down? Especially if you've got Haaland and Watkins as your two strikers. What are you gonna do then? Yeah, sure. You'll have to take out Haaland. You don't have a choice. All that money just sitting there. When you can literally, seriously, you cannot just watch that money just sit there. You know, for all you know, he might even go down in value. You know, so might as well
that's gonna make everybody take him out. To be honest, because it goes down in value.
Yeah, might as well get a Isak or a Gabriel Jesus or somebody, and then redistribute. I mean,
I just feel like
Jesus, no team. I don't know this weekend or whether it's me or not, but when last have you ever heard of a team having a clean sheet? Okay, Everton got a clean sheet. Fulham got a clean sheet.
I get what
Sheffield United got a clean sheet.
I get what you're saying.
Bournemouth got a clean sheet.
I get what you're saying.
None of the big teams are getting clean sheets.
None of the teams, which we all have defenders in, have had a fake clean sheet.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
None of them. Yeah. So like it's this season is like so impossible to pick with defenders.
And even
I'm literally giving up.
If you had the player, aka or EG Cash, even if you had the player, he didn't play the whole 90 minutes. Like bloody hell. Hey. Yeah. Okay, guys. You know what? We're gonna go through the players predicted who's the predicted highest points. To talk more about who we think are gonna be the safe picks. I'm gonna first start off with the keepers. The keepers. We got Dubravka, who's predicted to be the highest point scorer. That predicted is coming from game week 17 to game week 20. So it's like the next 4 game weeks. And then it's ranked with Dubravka and then Sanchez second, David Raya, Emil Martinez, Alisson, and Vicaro. I think Dubravka is an interesting one because this guy's conceded 6 goals in 2 games now. Excuse me, guys. Sorry, I'm still recovering from my sickness I was telling you about last week, which is why we didn't record. Sorry, guys. Sanchez, I thought is what everybody was going to go for from game week 16. But Dubravka was, I think, an opportunity we all couldn't really resist. And then David Raya, I think, is just, he's if you've got the money for it. Emil Martinez has gone up. He's 5.0 now, but he's had 2 clean sheets in the past 2 games against the top teams. So that's impressive. Allison, we're not sure if he's back yet. And then Vicaro's also almost had a clean sheet against Newcastle. Yeah. I don't know if I believe these things, though. This is everybody we've been talking about who hasn't been getting clean sheets.
Okay, look, I mean, Martinez got 2 clean sheets against 2 good teams.
Yeah.
But, looking at their record for the rest of the season, it wasn't good either. I mean, they also didn't have that many clean sheets for the season. I think he's got like 4 for the entire season. Yeah, he's got 4, which is, they're doing really well. But for a team that's doing really well, only 4 clean sheets. It's not really that good. So if we look at who have the most clean sheets, number 1 is Pope with 6. And then second, number 1, Pope is injured long term. We all know that. That's why everybody was jumping on Dubravka. Number 2 on the clean sheets list, and there's a whole bunch of them at number 2 with 5 clean sheets. There's 4 of them. 1, Johnston, who just got injured in the Liverpool game. So we don't know how long he's going to be out for. A lot of people have Johnston. Third is our old friend Pickford. Goba, your friend Pickford is number 3. Yeah. Leno from Fulham. Leno from Fulham, people. This. And then our good friend Onana from United is there tied at second with also 5 clean sheets. So that's it. Those are the goalkeepers with the most clean sheets with 5. And those teams that I just mentioned now, literally, Pickford, Leno. Okay, there might be a few people with Onana, but probably those people are not active anyway. They probably just gave up, because since United was so shitty. But Pickford, Leno, and Onana, nobody are picking those guys.
Nah.
They probably sold them long time ago.
Nah. And
gave up on Pickford.
This is the reason why people have gone for the Areolas and the Dubravkas. It's because it's I'm not spending 5 million on a guy who's not going to be getting me clean sheets. I'd rather be spending 4.2, 4.1, 4.0.
Yeah, like an Edison or an Allison.
And know that I'm not going to get my clean sheet, or hope that I can at least get my clean sheet. So I don't blame people getting it. When it comes to talking safe as to who's going to play, I think right now, before the January transfer, Dubravka's going to be playing. I think January window comes, I don't see them. I don't know. I think they might get a new goalkeeper. I'm not sure about Sanchez anymore, because Sanchez got substituted in the game at the 84th minute or something like that. So now it's I don't know. I really don't know about Chelsea. David Raya is, being the Arsenal guy, he is number 1. But do you really want to spend 4.9 on your keeper? He is a safe pick. Emil Martinez, safe pick. Definitely not going to play. Allison, right now, I would wait until he plays. I would really wait until he plays. And then Vicaro, no,
Allison did play on the weekend, so
against
he did play. Crystal Palace.
Really?
Yeah, he was there. He did play.
I didn't watch the game.
So he's back. But with Liverpool this season, I think they've only had 1 clean sheet. If I'm not mistaken. No, sorry, my bad. 4. They've had 4 clean sheets. So so it's even that in itself is not really a good omen. So,
and no one's gonna be spending 5.6 on a freaking goalkeeper, dog.
Yeah, I don't think so. Look, I mean, I don't blame people for going for Dubravka to save some money, or even yet Sanchez. But all the other goalkeepers on this list are pretty much expensive. They're all, it's either above 5 million, pretty much. I mean, look, you could, if you really wanted to take a chances. maybe a Pickford. Pickford is 4.4. I mean, they're looking really solid there at the back. You know,
Have you been talking
their
to
manager Daesh is gotten them, defensive like how we did with Burnley. Remember how tough Burnley were to sort of like break down? He's got them at that sort of level now, and it's not that bad.
Chabe,
So
you've been talking to Goba.
I know, Pickford. I know. I just said a pint. I'm not finished.
Nah, you,
There are
yeah,
others. There are others. I mean, another one you could look at is probably Vicario. He's not bad. Yes, they concede goals, but what he can give you is he does make saves, so which is the nice thing.
yeah, that is
But
nice.
yeah, with him, yeah, he's pricey. He's pricey. But other than that, to get a cheap goalkeeper that'll give you clean sheets, that is really, really difficult. Really, really difficult. That's why they're cheap goalkeepers, because they don't give you clean sheets.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a gamble. It's basically you'll have to decide whether or not, what. I'm not really going to depend on my goalkeeper for points,
yeah,
or clean sheets rather. If they give me, bonus points in terms of, saves and whatever, great, but it's the rest of my team that I'm looking for points at. Then
yeah.
fine, do that. Get the cheapest goalkeepers, get your Dubravkas, Ariolas, and your Turners or whoever. But I think that's where you'll have to weigh the option and say, hey, you know what, which one is going to work for me. So yeah, otherwise, if you decide to take an expensive goalkeeper, you better hope they give you some clean sheets, because you spend that money, you better get your money's worth there.
Nah, agreed, bro. Agreed, guys. Like, I think enough said on that topic. There you have it, your honorable mentions in it. Who you most likely better and safe with when it goes to the goalkeeping department. I think let's move on to defense. Looking at the top 6 here, predicted points from game week 17 to game week 20. It's really people who also performed. Trent, he's coming hot. So that's pretty cool, pretty good. But the thing is, he's gone up in price. Trippier is not going to be playing game week 17, but he's still second there. Levi Colwell, interesting. Virgil van Dijk scored just recently, and then Fabian Schär, I think, is a definite safe pick, and Axel Disasi, he's been a person who has been pitching for Chelsea a lot. I'm surprised though that these are the 2 Chelsea players who are highest predicted points. I thought I would have seen Thiago, just based on the fact that he usually he's usually making the appearance. But I think Levi Colwell is a good budget enabler. If you're not gonna go for Sanchez in the defense, but for me, to be honest, bro, I don't know about going for Chelsea defenders, bro. I would just double up in the Chelsea attack. I wouldn't. Maybe I would go 3. Actually, I would go 3 because I got my wild card, but I would go. I would go double up in the Chelsea attack. I don't trust anyone in the defense there to really give me a high ceiling in points. Yeah, and then
Nobody in the defense has really shown that they're capable of getting that many points. And I think probably the only reason is, like I said, they're not getting clean sheets, so there isn't really anybody to speak of. I mean, probably the only reason why Colwell is there, he's cheap, and I think he's had an assist this season. So he's probably had more points than Thiago Silva for the season. And you know what? For this game, Colwell was on the bench as well. So it's going to be a gamble picking him as well. Now, so you don't know whether he's going to be on the bench or starting or not. So relying on somebody like that is, is a bit tricky, especially if you're just going to have, literally just three defenders, supposedly three defenders in your team going for a 3-5-2, and the other two defenders are pretty much weak. It's dangerous. So yeah, Chelsea are not looking that good.
And even though
as you know what, when you pick defenders, you want defenders that play game, every week, basically.
week.
That's what you want. That's the best defender for you. Plays in every week. People like Saliba and Trippier, those type of guys that Van Dijk, that no matter what they're gonna play. Unless if they're seriously injured. Not what's going on at Chelsea or even what's going on at United. So yeah, it's with defenders. You just like in the real game, in real life, in football, you want to have starting backline that plays in every single week. So that obviously they can bond together and so forth. And I feel like for me, that should be the same in the FPL. If you can pick players that are going to play every single weekend, then at least you're sort of like assured of those points. At least those 2 points. Yeah, if they get a yellow card, they get a yellow card. But or if they get a clean sheet, great. But at least they gotta play and get you those 2 points. If you're now going having there to stress about, hey, is this guy gonna play or not? Oh crap, man!
So who do you think who's not here is honorable mentions? I think also mainly from an Aston Villa team. Tottenham team, I think we've mentioned Pedro Porro and Udogie. I think they're definitely people we can go for. Newcastle, I think those are the two people. Livramento, if you're gonna go for a budget enabler. I mentioned.
I think Aston Villa. Yeah, but with Aston Villa, same again. They don't keep a lot of clean sheets, so it'll be just strictly just to pick somebody that plays in every weekend. Like a Pau Torres or Ezri Konsa. And then you at Spurs.
Oh, they got Brentford coming now, and that's a Brentford without an Mbeumo. So
exactly. So I think the attack is not even that point. I mean, geez, Brentford played Sheffield United and they didn't do that well.
So I think they can get a clean sheet.
It was an away game, but still, you would think that they will be able to handle Brighton away from home. At Brighton, not Brighton, sorry, at Brentford's home. So
no, but that's what I'm saying. I think Aston Villa will get a clean sheet. I think so. I think they'll get a clean sheet against Brentford away. Well, actually, Aston Villa's been performed badly away. They perform badly. Aston Villa.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. But that's why I feel like for the next game week, rather go for even Spurs is playing away. Oh, this is terrible. Who's
Spurs playing?
Spurs are playing Forest away. I mean, Forest are not doing that well. I mean, when Forest play at home.
But when they play at home.
Yeah, they're a good team. They're not a bad team. They're not a good team. They're not a bad team. Let me just say that.
But Romero's proven that. Romero, in fact, bro, has been returning almost every single game week. You know that?
Yeah, he's not the same Romero that was under Mourinho getting yellow cards, and the same Romero that was under Conte getting yellow cards and red cards.
He's not the same.
He's become more dependable now. So
no, not Romero.
But
sorry.
I think anyway
Pedro. Sorry, man. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro.
Pedro Porro.
Pedro Porro.
I mean,
game.
Yeah, he is. But he says that he's pricey. He's 5.2.
Well, bro, you gotta stop
If you
paying
think
him.
he's,
Either that or you're dealing
yeah,
with
no,
like
I
months
know.
cash, yeah.
Nah, I don't know. At Spurs, look at it this way. At Spurs, you got two options. It's either Porro or Udogi. The thing with Porro is that, he's the type of guy that is the supplier, the sister, takes set pieces, that kind of guy. Udogi, he's the one who makes the runs into the box, those dangerous runs into goal scoring opportunities. Just like how he scored against Newcastle. It's why? Because he's making those runs, looking for those opportunities. So, depending on what type of player you like, you could go for either or, you know. So yeah, so I said with Poro, you'll have to pay for that much. With a doggy, I mean, yeah, he's not that expensive, cheap. But yeah, he won't score you a lot of goals, but you never know with it. You never know. Just like today, who would have expected him to score? For somebody like that, that's a differential. Poro got an assist today, so 3 points, but 6 points is better than 3 points. But yeah, it depends on what type of player you like. You want to have in your team. But yeah, for me, I would go for Doggy simply just to save some money, so I can obviously use the money elsewhere. But yeah, at least with Poro and Doggy, they're starting no matter what. They always do, unless if they're injured, right?
Yeah.
So
Who's another
with
guy
them, yeah.
I think is also safe and also performing is Tavernier from Bournemouth. I think he's a worthy mention. An odd worthy.
He is.
Yeah.
He is, but I saw his stats, his FPL stats. He only returned in like 3 games this whole season. So,
recent games.
He's okay. He's okay, bro. He's okay. I mean,
yeah, but
it was United that really.
Remember, they're playing Luton next, and then they play. Yeah. I think they will play Forest, and then they play another. Like they the top of the fixture ticket, bro. They, yeah, man.
Yeah, look, yeah. Well, he's a midfielder, so he's a midfielder. And I think he's only 5.3.
Is he a midfielder?
Oh.
No, he's a defender, man. Tavernier. The right back. Is it the right back or the left back? I think he's a left back.
No, he's a midfielder now.
Really?
Yeah. Wait.
From Bournemouth?
Yeah, he's a midfielder.
What?
He's 5.4. I'm telling you. Yeah.
No wonder the guys say.
So there you go. So look, at Bournemouth, he's probably the only guy you'd really look at because he takes set pieces as well. But like I said, he's a midfielder. So yeah, he's a midfielder. Yeah. So when it comes to defenders, yeah, you don't have that many options. So it's just strictly try and go for defenders who are going to play week in, week out. I mean, right now, you can't even trust Arsenal defenders. The way they're leaking in goals. Bro. It is ridiculous. It is seriously ridiculous, They
literally become a city where they'll leak one. They'll leak one
exactly. Goal. It's from a team that was so defensively strong for not so long ago. Now they're just leaking goals so easily, and to make matters worse, they're not scoring that many. Yeah, sure, they scored 4 goals against Luton, but that's because they were under pressure and so forth. But I mean, if they were probably leading 2-1, there wouldn't be a real push to actually go score a 3rd goal or anything like that, right? So, yeah, if you look at most of their games anyway, except for the Sheffield United game where they won 5-0 or something like that, and Nketiah scored a hat-trick. Other than that, there wasn't really a high-scoring game. So even they are disappointing.
Yeah. Look, let's move it on to the mids. Yeah, man. I think this for me is pretty much what the template has been for people. Everybody, and mostly a lot of people have had these guys either way. And well, of course, because there's 6 of them here, you can't have all of them. But yeah, these guys are very much safe picks. They'll definitely play. And they've also been returning, so it makes sense they've been the highest predicted points guys here. But I think let's interestingly speak about honorable mentions, mainly on this page. I can't even think of the honorable mention. Wang Hee Chan, somebody I think is an honorable mention. Definitely somewhat of a talisman for Wolves. You just spoke about Tavernier. I wouldn't go for him, to be honest.
One person we have to mention is Bailey. We have to mention Bailey.
Yeah, you know
He's been
what?
doing the job. He's been doing the job.
He's been doing the
He's been
job.
doing
The
it.
thing is, it's one of those things as to like, for how long though? You know, for how
No,
long?
but
Because
for Aston Villa, but if you think about it, in the beginning, Diaby was doing the job if Watkins was, right? Then Diaby sort of like fell, out of form. Then Bailey stepped in. Now he's doing the job, you know. And if I'm not mistaken, in the Arsenal game, he came off injured.
yeah, that's the thing,
Um,
and that's another thing. I
so
was like, I'm not sure if he's going to be playing in the next
yeah,
few
that's the
games.
problem with Bailey. That is that you'll play a couple of games, get injured, come back, play a couple of games. He's injury prone.
You know what?
So
You know who actually I would mention from Aston Villa. It's McGinn, and not because he scored, but I think his goal involvement is high, and his goal threat as well is high. Like, I think he's really involved in those goals. Sometimes he is that third pass before the actual assist. Um, but other than that, he's making those runs. You know, he's in and around there. I would also advocate for Douglas Luiz because he's on those set pieces and stuff. But he's not going to be playing in the next game because of suspension. Yeah. But I would advocate for McGinn. I think his goal threat and involvement is very high. So that's somebody I would also go for from Aston Villa. Um, yeah, yeah. What do you think of Lo Celso and Richarlison and Kulusevski? You know, yeah,
yeah, Spurs. You know what? It's just that now that Richarlison is back, um, it's kind of difficult now to sort of like predict because with Richarlison he has patches, so you never really know
you don't know
which
if he's
Richarlison you're
going
gonna
or
get.
if he's just staying.
Yeah, and sometimes like he misses easy. He's almost like a Darwin Nunez type of guy. When he's good, he's good. When he's not, it's like it's bad, bro. It's bad. So,
Same.
but I think with Richarlison, while the wagon is still hot, while it's he's in top form, jump on it. Like he scored 2 goals against Newcastle. It definitely means the next game is going to start. It definitely means the next
Yeah,
game is going to start. And I feel like if they're going to be playing at home, I don't know if the next game is at
I
home.
think they're playing away.
Yeah,
Playing away.
but even still, I mean, he could still do the job. I mean, he can still do the job. But obviously, the obvious people from from Spurs are Son, because Son is pretty much he's on pins. Yeah, he's not on set pieces anymore, but yeah, he's so highly involved in the attack. So it's pretty much if you're gonna pick somebody from Spurs, try and get Son. If not, Lo Celso for me, look, he was benched today. It's
Yeah.
just so
I
it's
only
yeah, it's
mention
a
him
no go.
because he plays that number 10 role, which, you know, if he's having a good game. Spurs
So
game. Yeah.
I mean, even what's his name? That redhead dude with the freckles. What's his name?
Kulusevski.
Kulusevski. Kulusevski. Yeah, that ginger guy. This is that guy. No, man, that
Nah,
guy.
I'll
I don't
still
know
on
why,
power.
but
No, he's just
like
he does
literally,
these things on
he's
the
only
wing
showed
and
up
then
for one game, which is the
yeah,
Man City
bro, and
game.
then he
Like,
just
that's
doesn't pitch, bro.
so
Um,
no, bro.
you know what? You know who's the
So
honorable mention? You know who's the honorable mention? It's Kudus. I think we have to mention him. He's put his hand up at least. Yes,
yeah, he
fine.
did, but he's playing for West Ham. Look what happened today. Before the game, did you seriously
No,
think
no,
that they would get
no,
thrashed 5-0
no,
by Fulham?
no,
5-0. What sort of nonsense is that?
no. That was
It's like when
that
I saw
was.
the scoreline,
I saw the
like
scoreline as well. I was like, what?
I was like, no ways. Did they have a red card or anything like that?
No,
No, nothing of the sort.
no. Were there
Like
any
I was
injured
like,
players that were really highly influential? I mean,
oh, bruh,
Ariel is not
you
highly
can't even.
influential, but
Yeah, so you can't really say that.
you know,
It doesn't make sense.
even Tony is
Like
not really highly influential. But
Bowen was there,
Bowman was
so
there, Kudus was there, Poqueta was there.
they've played many games without Antonio. They're used to that. So
Yeah, but
I
oh my
don't
God.
understand.
And you know what?
I don't understand.
But what you're saying is also the reason why I don't go for like one hit channel and stuff. It's like he plays for Wolves, you know. Yeah, fine. He plays for West Ham, but I mean, I feel like if Bowen doesn't put up his hand, then Kudus will put up his hand. So
No
that's
one
what I'm
does.
saying. Yeah, I'm saying
That's why I also don't go for for Chang as well. Is what? Who else is there to support him? If
yeah,
he doesn't show up, and he's not that type of player to always sort of like show up. He'll have his days. I mean, like when he scores, he basically the guy only scores like every third game or something like that. You know, um, and when he does score, it's like it's never the same person who assists him. It's always different people. So you can't really rely on the people around him to help him out. That's the problem with Wolves. And that's why I don't really go there. Yes, they'll get you points, but if you were to get injured, then what? There's nobody else at Wolves, pretty much. I mean, yeah, before there was Neto. Yeah, he's injured now. But yeah. And
besides,
even so, I mean, with Wolves, I think most of the wins probably come at home. You know,
yeah, no, definitely,
actually half of them actually, yeah, probably most of them anyway.
which
But
is what.
anyway, yeah. So yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult to actually look at midfielders beyond these guys. Um, I mean, look at Newcastle. You can't even choose anybody else besides Gordon at the moment.
Nah,
Almiron,
he's been quiet.
Almiron, you can't really even pick him. Yeah,
Nah,
man. I think
nah,
so.
he had
Probably only
his
had like
time last
one goal
season.
this season.
He had his time.
Exactly.
In
So
terms of budget enabling midfielders, do you think that Garnacho's a mention? Because Cole Palmer's like
look,
the
currently
guy we all.
he's he's getting more game time than Rashford,
Yeah, that's
but
what I'm
it does
saying.
not necessarily mean that he's going to get 2 points.
Points.
But as you said, budget enabling. Yeah. How much is he, by the way? Is he
4.8, 4.9, 4.8 around there.
yeah, 4.8. So that's not bad for somebody who plays every game. Okay, almost every game.
And who's attacking?
Um,
That's the thing.
yeah. I mean, I think this season he's probably got like 2 goals or
What
so.
about what about Man United's most informed player, Fred McTominay?
Our top goal scorer.
Yeah,
Our top goal scorer,
literally,
man. our top
No,
goal scorer.
because
Don't talk any bad stuff about that guy.
he's
Look,
brought his Scotland form
look,
in, bro.
yes, look. That guy is 4.9, right? 4.9. If you want a budget enabling midfielder,
Midfielder.
there
That's
you
that.
go. There you go. The guy has got 5 goals. He's got 5 goals. I mean, what more do you want from this guy? Um, so, and you never know when he's going to score. So, yeah, if I were to pick somebody from Man United, especially with the low price, I would go for McTominay right now. Look, probably the reason why people don't pick him is because it's McTominay. He doesn't look that,
Yeah.
he doesn't have that je ne sais quoi.
Yeah.
He's just boring McTominay.
He's one of those
like
players where we're like,
so.
okay, you'll die down now.
Yeah, it's like this phase will pass. But for whatever, he just keeps popping up with goals here and there,
Hey,
and it's like, geez, bro.
hey,
It's like,
bro. Hey, bro.
and then you're like, when he gets those points, it's like, damn, I could have done with those 8 points that he got. Those 14 points that he got.
I don't blame us, Bob, because we're not sitting there thinking, this week I'm gonna bring in McTominay. I think he's gonna do it. I think no, we don't do that.
Exactly.
We don't do that.
No, we're on different levels. We like Buemo or Palmer or something else, or Saka.
Those guys will
whatever.
give us a goal even before they injured. They'll score, get injured, and then they'll sell Cam out, guys.
Exactly. But McTominay is like, people were like, oh yeah, McTominay. Oh, I'm in there. I'm all about McTominay. No, bro.
Yeah.
You never know. But yeah, I mean, look, that guy can do a job, bro. One thing you know for certain is like currently he's going to be playing every game. He doesn't even get substituted, that guy. So Ten Hag really trusts that guy at the moment because Ten Hag, at the moment he's got trust issues with literally half the squad. So at the moment, McTominay is one of those guys that he trusts, even though he's not the best midfielder in the world or in the league for that matter, or even in the squad. But he trusts that guy, and he has delivered time and time again, for Ten Hag. So one, for somebody who's 4.9, you definitely know he's going to get you 2 points. And if you're lucky enough, he might even just get you a goal, because he's always running into the box. He's always in that area that makes him dangerous.
On the box.
So, exactly. So, yeah. So you definitely know he's going to play against Liverpool. The only problem with McTominay is that, not recently, but if he plays as a 6, he gets yellow cards. But I don't think he has had this season. So,
yeah, he's a late rider.
You don't have to worry about
play in the box. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, look, for somebody who's 4.9, it's not like you're ever going to put him in your starting 11, right? So you don't have to stress about that. It's only, you put him as your first sub or even maybe your second sub on your bench when you have doubts about people in your first 11. That's the type of player McTominay would be for you if you do buy him. If you start starting with McTominay in your starting 11, I'm worried about you.
You got problems.
You got serious problems, bro. Serious problems.
Okay, now let's take a look at the strikers. Sorry, I just need to. I am still alive, guys. I'm still alive. The best forwards. What I found very funny and interesting here is number 1 and number 2. Number 1 is got a blank game week, but he's still predicted to be the highest points predicted, right? With 1 less game week between game week 17 and number 2 highest game predicted points is Nicholas Jackson. Dog, come on.
That's a lie.
Come on.
It's a lie.
I would have expected Ollie Watkins, Isak, maybe even Wilson. I understand Gabriel. I do. Darwin, I. It depends if he has his game.
Hey, bro, there's love for Darwin. I'm telling you, there's love for Darwin.
This Darwin both, bro.
Don't be a hater, man. Just don't be a
Look, for
hater.
me, for
Come
me, when it
on.
comes to the striking, I think safe options. To be honest, when it comes to people who will play, I think you are looking at Ollie Watkins. Right now as well, I'm really not even sure Erling Haaland is safe. Eh? I really am not. I'm in the next game being Crystal Palace one more game before they go off. I honestly feel like Pep is just like resting him. I'm just being like, nah, chill, dog. I actually want to win that other cup.
Yeah, but I mean, even in the Champions League game during the week, I don't think they'll. I mean, even if it's sort of fine, they won't risk him.
The Champions
And
League this
I
week,
doubt.
or
Yeah, no,
is
it's this week.
when is the cup done? When is the Isn't there another cup? Yeah,
World, the World Cup.
no, not World
The
Cup.
World Cup.
League Cup, the Carabao Cup.
Oh, jeez, I don't know. Eh?
Yeah, but no,
I'm
you're
really
right.
not sure.
There is what's this? There is Champions League. I know that, but I know there's also going to be another midweek game where it's actually
I think it's the following week. I think
following
it's the
week.
following week. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, I honestly think Ollie Watkins and Gabriel. I don't think Nicholas Jackson. I actually don't think weirdly Haaland, and I don't think Isak or Darwin. Isak or Darwin are safe choices. I don't feel like those strikers will play. This, I think, is a good time to mention Solanke as being a good option. Um, an option that you guys can actually go with. Um, yeah, the thing with Nicholas Jackson is just like Darwin, bro. Yes, you want a Chelsea option and stuff, but honestly, if I was really to double up on Chelsea, I would honestly go for Sterling and Palmer. I wouldn't look anywhere else there. Um, yeah, I'd go for Sterling and Palmer. I don't. I feel like out of these guys, other honorable mentions, Solanke, bro. I can't think of anybody else. I think Cunha, nah, only now because I don't feel like he's got good coming fixtures. Um, yeah, I don't feel like his fixtures coming up are good. Um, I think Fulham's got some fixtures. Nah, 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 nah. Who
yeah,
you
look,
doing that, bro?
there aren't that many strikers available. I mean, look, I think the obvious one that you could go for is, I think because of what's the situation with Haaland is probably Alvarez.
Alvarez?
Um, yeah.
Yeah,
Look, he had an assist today. So I think being the only striker left there at City, if Haaland is injured, then there's definitely a chance for him to get an assist or a goal. And he takes set pieces as well. So
yeah.
yeah, you could vote. And he's now dropped in price. He's now 6.9.
Really?
So yeah,
Oh,
he
that's
dropped six
great.
to
That's great.
6.9.
It means I can check
So
him out.
yeah, look, I mean, I think that probably the only top strikers you could go for right now is probably Watkins is number one. Besides Holland, yeah, go for Watkins. Yeah, and then maybe if you want to take a chance, is maybe somebody like a Solanke. You want to take a real punt. You know what? I actually think, especially for this upcoming weekend, Nunes might be a good pick because they're playing Man United. Those guys are just terrible, terrible. Especially when it comes to
Anfield.
to countering and so forth. Yeah, at Anfield as well. So yeah, I think it'll be just a good game for them. I think Nunes Nunes played the last game, I think. I think he started against Crystal Palace. Was it
Yeah.
Gakpo? I think it was Gakpo. I
No,
think it
I
was
think
Gakpo.
Nunes.
It was Nunes. But anyway, we'll see what happens during the week, whether or not it was Gakpo or Nunez who starts. But yeah, I have a feeling it'll be Darwin that plays the Man United game. I think
I
he
also
just
think it'll
gives
be.
him a
I think it'll be Darwin. I think he's gonna make your centre backs run. Maguire, Shaw.
yeah. I think they'll be looking to do that to them because yeah, Gakpo doesn't give you that option. He's more of a Firmino than anything. So yeah, they're gonna want somebody in the box causing havoc for Maguire and Luke Shaw. So yeah, I think Nunez is one hell of a punt to take on for this coming game week. Um, yeah, I would definitely go for that. I would definitely go for
Hey,
that.
hey. All I'm saying is, if this guy comes back, 5 chances missed, 2 big chances in one of them. Don't be surprised. don't, be, don't be surprised, guys. Yeah. But yeah, guys, there you have it. Honestly, those are the plays we think are the safe ones to go for during this time of fixture congestion. Yeah. Also, look out for the deadlines as well. Yeah, man. I don't know what else to say. Chaps, any last words from you to the viewers?
Yeah, Friday deadline. Just remember that. Don't do mistakes like other people.
No, no,
And
no. That was not a
think
mistake.
that you Captain Haaland and,
That is not a
you
mistake.
know,
That was not. That
um,
was sabotage. I don't know what else to say. That was sabotage.
you made the mistake. Own it. Own
Nah,
it.
nah,
Right? It was all your fault. Own it.
nah.
It was you. It was all you. But other than that, guys, as always, enjoy it. That's what the game was created for. And yeah, please, if you like what we do, hit that like button. If you don't
Yeah.
like us,
Jeez. Jeez.
still hit it. Anyway,
Jeez.
subscribe, comment.
Please
If you
let
don't
us
like
know
us,
what
leave a
you
comment.
think. Let us know what you think.
Yeah,
I always.
give us your opinions.
Yeah, give us your opinions. I never say all of that stuff. Because I just feel like if you do enjoy, you'll say something. If you like, um, and we still new at this thing. Kind of weird telling people, hey, hit that button, subscribe, notification bell. Anyway, thanks guys. Thanks for
Yeah,
tuning in.
man.
We'll catch you guys again with our press conferences on Thursday. We'll drop them for you guys on Thursday. Yeah. Otherwise, peace.